and welcome to another Solana tutorial. Today I have to speak a little bit quietly because it's already late. What time is it? Late. And last time my neighbors complained that I was talking too loud when I made a video. Anyhow, I still owe you the front end part of the Candy Machine version 2, so that's what we're gonna do. I just cloned the repo again and I have a fix. It was suggested to me by a person in my Discord. There, Nick402 figured it out. You just have to copy the folder. And there's a lot of stuff happening on my Discord now since I posted that video. And it's so nice that I can help the people. Anyhow, so what we want to do is essentially just navigate to the fair launch and move that from here into the Metaplex folder, like right in here. And then we just install everything from in here, because then it has the correct paths. And don't ask me why that works, but the people in the Metaplex Discord said that this works apparently, so that's what we're gonna try. Now, while that is all installing, since that is a fair launch, JavaScript packages CLI source, there is also the fair launch TS in here, and that's the thing that we need to use in order to create a fair launch setup. So if we want to use fair launch, then we need that. Well, there are lots of warnings, right? But warnings are okay if there are no errors, I hope. Let's just try and start it. Although, before we start it though, we should change this. Put it to devnet, remove this, and put in my Candy Machine ID in here. That's the one that we got, from the previous video. This will also be important, because if we want to use a fair launch, then we need to create that on a blockchain first as well. But for now, let's leave that out. And if we just start it like that, we can already see, okay, it's loading something, so we don't get that error anymore that we got last time. If we inspect that thing, then we will see that, lots of errors. Let's start the thing again. Canvas confetti. Okay, cannot find the declaration of that, so we need npm install canvas confetti. Okay, that's also what our friend said, so let's do that. We npm install with safe dependencies this thing. I mean, the server already tells us what we need to do, but yeah, we also need to do it. One day I will learn how to install all of those node packages globally, such that I don't have to constantly download them. But it's probably also a good thing that I don't, because then I get more of the error messages that you get if you have nothing installed. Meanwhile, let's have a look what our friends found. So Mystical Bee found this, and this apparently is a front end for the Candy Machine v2 without the fair launch protocol. Now, I haven't looked at this yet, so I don't know how safe it is, because you shouldn't just trust everything that is on the internet. Seems quite nice. Let's look at the source. Mint button. We have the standard Candy Machine stuff. Let's see if they changed stuff here. I mean, that all looks like, yep, that looks like what I know from previous Candy Machines. Yes. I mean, we can certainly try that out. Most of the people will not want to use the fair launch protocol. Okay, so essentially he just took the fair launch and stripped stuff away from it. So, I mean, that's essentially what I would have done. Yeah, Sounds good. Let's check that out. Git clone this thing. Candy Machine. You have a yearn here, so I'm assuming just install and start, because we haven't done that in a while. Let's let that install while we check back to the other thing. Right, so we have some vulnerabilities, only 3 critical, but no errors in that sense, so let's try that again. Oh no, that doesn't look good. Looks like you're trying to use TypeScript but do not have TypeScript installed. Oh, come on. Now that we have npm installed everything, let's yearn install everything again, because npm just put it into the package log. Now we install everything again with yearn. The you have to go through. All I do all day is yearn install. Oh yeah, here as well, right? Because we need that as well. Lol. Okay, so in 3 different freaking... But I think today I have enough storage space at least. Well, enough for now. Alright, but now, yearn start. Let's see. So this is the fair launch by Metaplex. Let's see if it can start the server. There we go. And now it will also load the page. There we go. Okay. Now we connect our Phantom wallet. And that's what it tells us. We're in phase 4. We can mint. Now, it looks good to me, except for some grid thingy. Somebody apparently doesn't know how to use React, but I guess that's fine. It's deprecated. I guess that's also fine. And we have no fair launch detected, because we don't do the fair launch. But apparently it just jumps to phase 4 in that case, which is cool. And I can just click the mint. And that doesn't look good though. Let's check if that would look good. Yeah, I mean, that all looks fine. I think the issue now is that I don't have any money. So let's fix that. Solana airdrop. I need 2, please. Solana transfer. And then I need this. And then I need 1.1. What? Doesn't have anything, so we need to allow unfunded recipient. Okay. Now we're on DevNet and we have 1.1 sol. It now says it in the wallet as well. We're on DevNet, such that we don't see how much money we actually have. Lol. And now if we click mint, yeah, now that's looking good. I mean, that's pretty much what we expect, right? So it wasn't that hard. We just go to phase 4 directly and we get to mint. The mint price was 1 sol. That all looks justifiable. And if we approve, congratulations, mint succeeded. Pretty simple. We now have our NFT in our wallet. I mean, pretty simple if you ask me. The cool thing with that is, as with the Exiled Apes thingy, essentially if you want to build it for production, you just stop that and you say yearn build, and that makes a production build, which might take a little bit. There we go. And then we have everything that we need in the build folder, and we can just copy all of those things onto our web server or use serve with the build folder. And then if we go to that address, then it will also serve that. And that is now the production build without the debug thingies. Again, we have not enough money, so let's repeat that. I want 2 more. then we can also mint here. But I'm not gonna do that because we still want to try out another thing. If you don't like to have phase 4 standing here, then this repo here might be useful. We just cloned it. We earn install. No disk space left. Fuck off. I don't know where all my storage went. Where did it all go? Sometimes I hate my life. Let's try that again. Failed to construct URL. Yeah, that makes sense. So of course we also have to create an environment, and inside that environment we need to set the Candy Machine ID. DevNet, that works. Cool. Save that. And now try again. And now when it started, there we go. That's a nicer way to build all of that, where you can put your logo here, some links here. You'll just have to configure that as he described, right? Just customize this thing. That has some nice features that you can make use of. You see the price, but let's see if I hit mint. But then, I mean, looking good. I can also mint with this one, right? Even though that number does not seem to be correct. Yeah, if you want to style your website a little better, this could be a good template for you to use. And then you can also mint from here. And that's what that would look like. Pretty much the same. Just styled a little nicer. And now I have 2 of my amazing NFTs here in my wallet. And now it still leaves the mint button, but there are none left to mint. Let's see if that does the same thing here, or if they disable the button. Site can't be reached. Okay, I stopped it, sorry. Okay, no, here the sold out button works. Okay, that's nicer. So this seems to be a bit more buggy. Oh no, it also says sold out. I just need to refresh it. Okay. Well, I mean, it's a matter of choice which one you take. Basically, this one is based on that one, and this one also supports a fair launch if you want to do that. If you do want there to be an actual fair launch and not just a phase 4, but also phases 1, 2, and 3, then you need to set up a fair launch with fair launch CLI. You can use that as demonstrated here. There we go. We want to create a new fair launch. Okay. So usage, fair launch, new fair launch, and then the classic environment and key pair. We need to provide a UUID. It doesn't say what that is, but essentially it just needs to be a unique thing for your key. So not unique globally, but just for you. And it needs to be 6 letters long. Yeah, the fee is for every ticket that you get. Then we have the price range, start price range, and if we want to use the anti-rug, and for the anti-rug when to destruct, then the timestamps, when it starts, when it ends, and you can define all of that stuff, including the tick size. And the tick size with your price range defines how much rent you have to pay for the actual fair launch thingy. So essentially, yeah, that would be an example of how to create one. And then you would get that ID that you would then put into here. Let's set up a new fair launch. We say DevNet. We say, oh damn, what's my key pair? I had my key pair here. what else do we need? The UUID. Okay, so that needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exactly. If it's 5, fun fact, then it will not work, because for some reason this needs to be exactly 6 characters. Custom program error. UUID must be exactly of 6 length. So there you go, exactly 6 length. Obviously, we should probably also define the fee. Let's just put it to 0.1. Let's make it cheap. So we need to define number of tokens, because we shouldn't sell more than we are allowing to mint. So let's say we would sell 1 lol just to have a look at how that looks. And also I want the start date to be now. POS and POI. Phase 1 start date, phase 1 end. Let's make it January 2022. Okay, base none already in use. Maybe I fucked that up. Maybe I already created one with that, because I stopped it in the middle last time. Oops. Yeah, and that's essentially it. Then if you do that, you get this ID for the fair launch. You can then say show with that ID, environment keeper -F. Okay, so we need to have a -F there, a -F, and then the ID. It's always a bit complicated. That's why we always call the help. Oh yeah, and then we don't call the help anymore. There we go. That's what that should look like. There you go. That's the start date. That's the end date of phase 1. Then phase 2 starts after that, whatever, wherever. And we can see the price starts at 1 and ends at 2 sol. Tick size is that, which means we have 10 possible price points. And for now, none have been voted at. Now, if we put in our, this ID here and save that, start that, and stop that because we need the port. We go back to our fair launch site. There you go. Then we see now we're in phase 1. We have 1 hour left in this phase, and that's where we can vote on the price. Why does it say I don't have enough sol? Oh yeah, of course, because I need to pay the actual bid plus the 0.1 fee. Ah yeah, that's why I didn't have enough. Okay, so everything works just fine. Yeah, I was just stupid. I forgot that I have to pay it right away. Now we have 1 vote at the 1.8. Oh fuck, you didn't see any of that. I just showed you my face. Okay, anyhow, we just went through the whole process. Damn. So I didn't have enough sol because I need to pay the entire 1.8, and if I have enough, then I can do that. Damn, I just showed you everything, but I just showed my face. Oh, how stupid am I? I can show you again by changing my bid. Look. If I change my bid, then I only get out the difference. Oh yeah, now I changed my bid to 1.3. And if I refresh that, my bid is now 1.3. Okay. And again, we can confirm that by checking our fair launch. And we see that at 1.3, it's now 1 vote. So yeah, pretty cool. I mean, that's working fine, right? If you want to use the fair launch, it's actually quite cool, but leaving it out is also a valid option because less hassle. Okay, but with that, I shall leave it for today. I can withdraw funds. Oh, hold on. I'll show you again. I'll withdraw it. I just love to do that, right? I just love to click around and then, oh yeah, transaction confirmed. Yeah, your funds withdrawn. How cool. Then I refresh that again to get to the start side again. Right. Your bid was withdrawn and cannot be adjusted or reinserted. Ah, it cannot be reinserted. Okay, that's good to know. then I need to do that with another wallet. But it's fine for now. I think you got the idea. So with or without fair launch, that's how you set up the front end for the Candy Machine V2. I would claim that we got the front end for our Candy Machine V2 to run with the fair launch or the site from our friend Tony, and all of that in less than an hour. So I would say we did well. If you have any further questions, again, the offer stands. Come and join us in our Discord. Tomorrow we're gonna have a look at all the other things that our Candy Machine can do, because there are so many more things that the Candy Machine can do, especially whitelist. I got a lot of questions about the whitelist settings. So in the next video, we're gonna have a look at whitelisting for the Candy Machine V2. If you're interested, click the subscribe button and turn the notifications on. Feel free to join us on the Discord, and I shall see you in the next video. Till then, peace. If you find those videos helpful, as I said, subscribe. If you find them super helpful and you want to donate my way, I don't want your soul or anything, but I do want your NFTs. So if you start an NFT project and you want to donate one to me, then that would make me super happy, because I just love NFTs. I'll have my address down in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you in the next video. And I hope I didn't wake my neighbors up this time.